The manager had quite strong words after the game at the weekend. What's the players' reaction to it all been?
I think the players understand where the manager's coming from, and I think they're more just looking forward to get back on the pitch and try and right the wrongs of the game the other day.
You said that perhaps the pressure of getting the 10 has maybe been too much for some. Is that something you'd go along with?
Possibly, but I'm not sure. Since I've been here, every match has been tremendous pressure, regardless if it's the 8th, 9th, 10th title. So I don't know, I don't have the answer for you, but possibly it could have been. But since I've been here, pressure is just the norm here.
What do you think has been the difference then this season?
I don't really know. We've not been performing well enough on the pitch. We've not been up to our standard that we had produced in the last couple of years, and it's caught up with us, I think.
And is it something you feel now every game when you go out, that you do feel the pressure is building a bit?
I don't know if I personally feel the pressure building. I think now it's just a case of let's take it one game as we go. We need to get back to, even if we start scrapping games 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, and just try and put a run of consecutive wins together, and hopefully that'll help build the confidence in the whole team.
Scott, how would you sum up your season so far?
Strange. I don't know. It's been a strange one, difficult. I've been out, I've been in, out again, out the squad, back in again. So it's been a strange one. But in terms of myself, I've just tried to keep going, training every day, and keep my motivation high, keep my confidence as high as I possibly can through my own actions at training every day. So hopefully now I can get a run of games put together and help build my confidence going forward.
How difficult has it been at the times when you were left out altogether?
Yeah, it's difficult. It was difficult last year as well. But I think I always come into training every day and with a smile on my face and try to work hard and keep my attitude right, as hard as it can be, as low as you can get. But I feel like maybe the fact that I've kept working hard and kept my attitude right through this whole time has led me to get back in the team.
What, if anything, have you had to say to Vasilis Barkas? Neil Lennon has said he's not produced perhaps as well as he thought he would have. Have you had any pep talks with him or anything like that?
I wouldn't say we've had pep talks as such, but I think just every day at training we try to get the best out of all the goalkeepers. We try to keep everyone's confidence high. We try to encourage and give advice where we can. I'm the old head at training now, which is strange for me considering I had the two old boys last year that I could bounce off. So I just try and help wherever I can with all the goalkeepers. It's obviously been a strange season for all of us. Is
it difficult when there's been a rotation of goalkeepers the whole time?
Possibly. I think it's probably difficult for the goalkeeper, probably difficult for the team. That's why I'm saying now, hopefully I can put together a run of games and we can get some continuity and some understanding, and obviously for myself build confidence and start making the right decisions in the games each week as it goes.
Do you think that rotation in the goalkeeper spot has had any effect on the way the team have been performing defensively this season?
Personally, I don't think so. I think that defending is from the whole team, from the striker to the midfielder to the defence. You can't just say that we're conceding goals because of the defence, because of the goalkeeper. It's the same when we keep clean sheets. It's not because of the goalkeeper. It's not because of the four defenders. It's because of the full team. So I think on that front, it's just it definitely helps when the same people play every week and they're performing high standard every week, and no one can complain about that. So in that sense, it's difficult. But I think on your question, it's more of a whole team performance defensively than just back four and goalkeeper.
I suppose it'll be tougher though to build up an understanding between the players when you've had new guys come in and there's been changes in the sort of centre back positions and the goalkeeper spots on a game to game basis.
Yeah, possibly, but I think you can't really complain as no there's not really been anyone that's standing out every week and making their position their own. So I think there's always been an opportunity for someone to change and come in, and I think we need to do better at it when we come in is really grabbing the position and whatever position it is and showing what we're capable of.
Is that now your challenge to make sure that, with the manager saying that you're in at the moment, to make sure that it stays that way?
I think so. I think for me it's the old cliche, one game at a time. Like I said, if I can put a run of games together and start building confidence and get back to the levels where I've performed it before, then I know I'm capable of staying in the team.
Scott, can you put your finger on why a team that responded to a manager to win the league last season is now no longer responding to him?
I'm not sure if that's the case. I just think that it's more of a case of we're not performing well as a team. I wouldn't say we're not responding to the manager, as you put it. I think, like you say, nothing's changed since last year off the field. It's more our performances haven't been good enough on.
It's difficult to go against anybody in the dressing room, but do you feel as if there's maybe, you've said you've come in every day with a smile on your face, committed to try and get back in the team. Do you feel as if maybe some players have just been off it and not showing the same desire that you have?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I just think that maybe there's players that are lacking a little bit of confidence, and that can come from obviously not performing on the pitch and then being out the team. And I think it's just a case of, can you build that confidence yourself, not relying on other people's confidence, aka not relying on the manager picking you to have belief in your confidence, not relying on noise from outside, from fans, from press to get your belief in your ability from. I think it comes from within. I think it can be dangerous to sort of look to everyone else for their recognition of how good a player you are. So I can, in that sense, I would imagine that maybe confidence can be low.
What message would you give to the fans who clearly feel as if they've been let down by the performances this season? Do you feel as if the players and individuals have let the fans down? Can you understand their anger?
Well, of course you can understand the anger. I think obviously the fans have got used to such a high level of success, and for it to drop off like it has obviously been difficult for them, and it's been difficult for us. And there's no words that we can say to make it better and say, obviously try and keep them on side. I think it all comes from performances, and if we can try and up our levels of performance and show pride in the shirt and keep working hard, then hopefully we can sort of make it up in one way. But I think it's difficult to just say in words that, but because we're feeling hard as well by it.
Scott, are you and your teammates now realistically in a battle for second place in the league?
I think I don't think you say you're in a battle for second place. I think, like I said before, the cliche of one game at a time, and all we can do is try and put a run together until it is officially mathematically over. We just need to keep going forward each game as it comes. And like I said, if it takes scrappy wins and put a couple of them together and just keep going as we know we can perform, then you never know.
I guess because there's a Champions League spot for second, there's maybe other clubs eyeing Celtic's weakness or lack of form this season and thinking there's a chance for them, the Hibs, the Aberdeens. Yeah,
possibly they could be thinking that. But obviously, like I said, our goal is to finish as high in the league as possible. Obviously, we wanted to finish first, so I think we'll keep going until that is no longer possible.
How have you handled the pandemic, and how do you think your teammates collectively have handled it? Is it possible that there's personalities there that just found it difficult, maybe being in a foreign country, having not being able to do their normal things? Has that had a bigger impact at Celtic than it seems to have had at other clubs, in your opinion?
Possibly. I think it's difficult for lads, like you say, from a different country where maybe their family can't get over, maybe they're isolated by themselves. But in terms of myself, I think it's been great in terms that we could come in here and train every day and be out of the house. Obviously, I was isolating for the 10 days there, and I found it difficult. So I think it's been a privilege to be able to come in and train every day, and obviously that week there made me really see how difficult it's been for people in the public, the normal people who have been stuck there. So I don't think we can kind of use it as an excuse, because we've had the privilege to be able to come out the house and be out every day.
Yes, absolutely, and you're right. It wouldn't be an excuse, because it's the same for all the players, for all the clubs. But I'm just wondering, because we're all scratching our heads to try and fathom the massive drop off between last season and this season. The manager's scratching his head as well. I just wonder, is it something as simple as the individuals that you've got just finding it so difficult to deal with the situation that we're all having to deal with?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I don't have the answer for you. I think the lack of fans has probably affected us more than anyone else, because they're such a big part of Celtic Park and what they bring to the club. So yeah, I don't have the answer for you, but it's a possibility. You
feel you need that pressure from the fans, that you need them there, otherwise it's like a pre-season friendly every week? No,
I think it's definitely important to have them there, without a shadow of a doubt. And it's probably affected us in some games where maybe you do need that boost, to that extra 10-15% to get you through the game, to push you on that last 10 minutes to try and get either a winning goal, or, you know what I mean, or hold on for the win. Without a shadow of a doubt, they play a big part.